great pretender, adrift in a world of my own. I play the game, but to my real shame, you've left me to dream all alone. Too real is this feeling of make-believe. Too real when I feel what my heart can't conceal. Oh, yes, I'm the great pretender, just laughing and gay like a clown. I seem to be what I'm not, you see. I'm wearing my heart like a crown, pretending that you're still around. Too real is this feeling of make-believe. Too real when I feel what my heart can't conceal. Yes, I'm the great pretender, just laughing and gay like a clown. I seem to be what I'm not, you see. I'm wearing my heart like a crown, pretending that you're still around.
Now you got the very best, best of everything. Yes, baby. Hey, no tip?
Ain't that a bite? Buddy, I'm going to a party right now.
That's champagne.
Oh, it's gonna be great. Hello? God, I hope they have beer here.
Good evening, Mr. Dirkman. We've been expecting you.
Who's we?
The hosts and their esteemed guests, of course. Do you have any weapons on you? Good. Vincent has just finished preparing the meal. The other guests are in the lounge and will begin dinner shortly.
Wait. So, about this letter, you guys are threatening to...
Vincent can assure you, friend, that means no harm. The host will be with us shortly. Vincent is sure they'll explain everything.
Yeah, my uncle's actually a financial advisor who works for Portfolio Wealth Management, and, oh, that's just the butler, Vincent Fearson. What's your name, big fella? I'm Carl Lafoso from the Augusta Tribune, and this here is
John
John
Spadoni, University of Maine. Any idea why we're here today?
No, but... I got a letter here.
This host guy has some nerve, threatening to release. We're gonna find out soon enough.
Well, gentlemen, we've obviously met each other already. Let me go introduce you to the others, actually. Come here. This right here, Conrad Chase. Quiet guy. I'd steer clear of him if I were you. Come. Aw, man, what a tiny one. Jeez. Hey, that sounds lovely. They call him the Hans of Hearts. Says he's the best poker player in the East Coast. Who knows if that's true? You know, he's fine. Mind yourself, boy. Oh, wow. Martine Bellotti and Sophia Prescott. Engaged. And here we have Heather Marshall and Crystal Rhodes.
Is supper ready? I'm starving.
So I'm sure it'll be ready in just a moment. Heather is a doctor, and Crystal is actually a
Man,
philanthropist.
I
One tip sheet.
appreciate the tour, but I really don't care about any of these people. I just want to speak to the man in charge. And maybe get a couple drinks too.
Man in charge. Yeah, that's a good question.
Dinner is served.
Well, speak of the devil.
Have you no manners? Wait for the rest of us to get here.
Screw you. Between the tour and the fancy letter, I'm over this. What the hell is this piss? I can barely taste the alcohol.
Vincent can assure you that it is.
Hey, I got a question too. Where the hell's the host? We've been waiting here almost an hour now.
Yes, I'm with him. I've got other things to do tonight. So where's our host, Mr. Vincent? Or are you the one who's been blackmailing us this whole time?
How dare you accuse poor Vincent of such a heinous act?
He has a point, though. Who's really in charge here?
Someone help him!
I'm a doctor. Don't worry. You're gonna be okay. Can we get some water? He's dead.
Don't drink the wine. Conrad Chase, APD. Cyanide. Knew there was something fishy about this dinner party. This is now an active crime scene. No one leaves. And you, Butler, stay right where you are.
Oh,
What
my
the hell just happened? Is he dead too?
He's also...
Martin?
I'm okay, baby. It just grazed me. Let's get the hell out of here, though.
Well, the detective, he said we can't leave.
Look where that got him.
There's no way out from the third floor. Soph, are you okay? 2 people just died and you're suspiciously calm.
What if this was meant to happen?
What are you talking about?
Nothing. I love you. You know that I'm counting down the days until our wedding, but everybody has secrets. Why do you think we're all here?
You didn't shoot me, did you? You didn't have a gun down there.
No, of course not. Of course not. But someone is after me, and they're going after you to get at me. I'm gonna get us out of here, I promise. I promise.
All right. Where can the cat?
He was a good man, you know.
You knew him for what? 5 minutes? And wasn't he drunk the entire time he was here?
I can tell a good man from a bad man, Miss Marshall. Dan Dirkman. Even on as drunk as a day, couldn't hurt a fly, even if he was paid to.
If you were paid to hurt a fly, would you?
We all have our dark sides, Miss Marshall. But I'm one of the few who believes in the theory that there is good in all human beings, no matter how deep down or covered in blood it may be. That's why I consider myself to be the most innocent man in this house right now. But you You rushed forward in an attempt to save both of their lives. You don't see that a lot often, especially not nowadays. And that's why I feel as if I can trust you.
Why should I care about your trust? You might have just killed them. You could kill me.
Miss Marshall, if I wanted you dead, we would not be having this conversation right now. So, tell me, what brought you here tonight?
I got an invitation to come here for...
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. They had something on me. They have something on you. What is it?
I used to live in New York. As a doctor, you see all sorts of patients. Young, old, rich, poor, black, white. You treat them no matter who they are. I was doing surgery, treating this woman. It went wrong. She died on the table. I found out later on, she was the wife of one of the most feared crime bosses in the city. And when people came asking, wondering who was responsible, I told them.
Told them what?
What anyone would have done if they were in my shoes. I told them it wasn't me. It was a nurse at the hospital. We never saw or heard from her again. The letter said to show up here or else. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm responsible for his death. And now I've let another die at my hands. What's your story, Paperboy?
As a journalist, we write all sorts of articles. I wrote an article, got it published. It sent an innocent man to jail. But I don't really care about that. Though, whoever sent those notes knows. Whoever sent those notes knows. Imagine if the public found out. My reputation could be in danger. Caro Lafoso, a fraud. Doesn't quite have a nice ring to it.
The innocent man. Have any ties with the Capolino family?
Yeah, actually. He was drunk, crashed into one of their high-profile vehicles, actually injured someone important. Or he didn't. I don't really care about that. The point is, these killings tonight, they have mafia written all over them. Someone in here, most likely that creepy butler, wants us all taken care of. For what reason, I don't know yet. But I do know when we figure out why everyone's here, we'll have a good chance of finding out why he'd want us all dead. And we'll all live to see tomorrow morning, never to cross paths again, and happily ever after.
This is all for a story, isn't it? Why didn't I see it before? You want our information to publish it for your own gain, don't you?
Now, look, I'm not the murderer. But I sure as hell ain't the good guy either. So, what do you say we take these bodies upstairs? They're gonna start to stink in a few hours.
now, we have 2 guests dead. One poisoned, the other shot. One person is injured.
I'm literally fine.
And as of right now, there's still no way out of here, is there?
So what? We're just all pigs waiting to get slaughtered? And you, what did you dart off to when the lights went out? Did you turn them off? Are you working with the butler? Is that it? Huh?
Leave her alone, Greaser. We don't have enough information just quite yet to draw conclusions.
But he has a point. Where were you when the lights went out?
All right, look. I'm sorry I ran. But before I tell you where I went, you need to know something. My name. My real name is Crystal Scarlett. And no, it is not a coincidence that this house is called Scarlett Manor. My father passed away recently, and I am heiress to this and all of my father's property.
So you're the one who invited us all here then?
No. My father was one of the founding members of this city. There are many Scarlet Manors out here. I just happen to know all the secret hiding spots in this one, as I grew up here.
So you went to a secret hiding spot?
If you heard gunshots, wouldn't you do the same? Here, I'll show you. See? This is where I was.
Another one. What does this mean?
It means there's an imposter among us. All right, now that the body's been taken care of upstairs, did she finally confess to the murder yet?
I didn't do it.
I hate to say it, but that's the only logical explanation. We were all in that room when the lights turned out. You're the only one that doesn't have an invitation to this party.
It wasn't me. The butler wasn't even there when I left. Perhaps in the time that I left, someone moved him there.
Lies!
All right, folks, okay, take it easy. Look, now, I'm tired. It's 11 p.m. I don't know about you, I want to go home. So, assuming we're all not dead by morning, I say we figure this out here and now. So, raise your hand if you were blackmailed into coming here tonight. That means you had to come here or else. Ah, why, Martine? Were you not blackmailed?
I never got an invite. I came here with her.
It's true. Martine wasn't invited. He came here with me. But he couldn't have shot himself.
You could have. The bullet just barely missed him. I mean, the injury of one partner to cover up the other partner's crimes. Both would walk out of this scot-free, wouldn't you?
What are you implying?
That you have each other's backs, more than the rest of us in ad. Look, a charming young couple like you two, trying to look for a new fortune, 2 new lives. That's enough evidence to me right there.
You know, we ought to arrest you right now.
Hey, don't.
Get off me. It's obvious who the murderer is.
And why am I the murderer, Romeo?
Because you're...
Because I'm what?
Oh, come on, you pushed it too far.
You did this!
No, it's Crystal. There's too much evidence.
Just because I own a house does not mean I'm in the murder.
Then why did you run?
We need to get him to a bed.
Get away from us!
We don't want your help. You're just gonna kill the both of us upstairs. Martine and I are going to bed and nobody dare enter.
Sophia! He'll die without my help.
Well, that's enough excitement for one day. I'm going to my room. And I am not the murderer!
Okay, that was rough. I'm gonna go to the kitchen to look for clues. You two, do as you will. Don't kill each other, please.
I don't know about you, man, but I'm not going to bed.
Yeah, neither am I. Look, listen. Those two are up to something. I want to know what. Good night, John.
Let's hope it is, my friend.
Sophia, let me in. He'll die without my help.
You're okay. You're okay. Some on your nose. It's so obvious. It has to be. Hairspray. Let's play.
Oh, it's all right, baby.
Oh God, that's a lot of blood.
So, what was that earlier downstairs about? Us all having secrets? Why am I here? Why am I shot?
Before I met you, I was with another man. His name was Tony Capolino, an Italian fellow from New York. But he was cruel, and his father hated the idea of us being together. I can't live like that. I couldn't do it. And so I broke it off. And it was ugly, and I was an ugly person for it, and he hated me.
So, we all have crazy exes.
Well, this crazy ex was determined to get me back. I can't say that I blamed him. His mother had just passed, and he was desperate for love or comfort. I don't know. I dodged his attempts for months. And then I met you. And then I got invited to this horrid dinner party. Come or else. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. But one of the best choices I ever made was choosing you. I love you, Martin.
So, when I die, I want those roses on my grave.
No. No, you're gonna stay with me. You're gonna stay with me.
Oh, it's you. Back to accuse me even more?
Look, I'm sorry about what happened down there. I got a little heated, but I wanted to come up and make things right.
I hate tea.
You sure? I put honey in it. Fine, no tea. But please, I was wrong. I'm sorry.
Why are you here?
Midnight snacks?
No. Why are you here? What they blackmailed you on?
I'm not telling you that.
You're the one who wanted to talk.
My mother. She's all the family I ever had. But she's sick. And it's not getting any better. I work 24/7. But between food, rent, and water, it's barely enough to pay the hospital bills. So I got desperate. I put on a mask and I robbed a house. I thought I got away with it too until I was sent this. If this gets out, I'm busted and I lose her.
Did you at least get enough to cover the bills?
Somewhat, but we're still in debt. Not everyone has income from 1,000 properties.
Well, these houses I own are not just suburban rentals. My father, he used to use them for business. I never asked, but whatever happened here wasn't good. And someone knows about it. My father's legacy means everything to me. If whatever happened reached the public eye, I will probably lose it all. Whoever invited us here was the type of person who had dealings with him. And they want my property.
You know what your father did with the properties?
Sting houses are a real thing. I never thought that my own house would be used for one. Yet here we are.
And so the game continues. You better stay here where it's safe. I'm gonna go down.
What a terrible game this is.
It wasn't me, I swear.
I know.
What happened?
He's been strangled. I found him like this.
Crystal and I were upstairs talking. Where were you two?
After Sophia shut me out, I came back down here.
I went upstairs, but then I came back down here. I think I've got this mystery solved.
You have?
Think about it. Martin faints. Sophia then takes his body upstairs. She then comes back downstairs just to turn the power out. She then kills Carl and then hides in the study when Heather comes down. And then she sneaks back up just in time for us to find the body. And she didn't show up when you screamed either. Look, there's no other solution. Sophia poisons the wine, she shoots the detective, and then she nicks Martin just for coverage. And now is nowhere to be seen. Those two are our killers.
Except Martin is dead. I would kill any one of you, but I would not kill my fiance.
How do we know you didn't kill Martine yourself?
How do we know you didn't kill Carl?
Because I was upstairs talking to Crystal. You can't be at two places at once.
I was the one who was actually upstairs. I didn't see you go upstairs or down.
I went in after you, and you were the only one downstairs to kill Paperboy.
I only went downstairs after you shut me out. I could have saved Martine.
I just watched my fiance die, and you're accusing me of killing him? You low
Stop! You're lying.
What did you say?
I said you're lying. Martin's not dead. In fact, I bet if I walked up those stairs right now, he'd be alive and well and dead.
Why bother throwing these accusations around? I bet I'm looking at the killer right now. In fact, I bet if we go and search your room, we'll find a gun with your prints all over it.
What?
Why should we even believe you? Why are you even here tonight?
Shut up! I had a dream ever since I was a kid of starting my own business. I worked hard, I played harder. And you know, one day a wealthy woman took me in. She gave me a job accounting for their family, and over time, she too started to believe in my dream. But then I started gambling. I guess one night, luck wasn't on my side. And so I lost it all. You know, that was funny. That very same night, she died in a car accident. And our family wants every single cent back, all of the money that I lost. I got a letter to come here. It said that I could get things sorted out. But you know what? All this has been is just...
What is going on down there?
Oh, hell no!
What happened? I fixed the lights, but 7 people dead in one night? It's inexcusable. The only thing I could think of is Hans coming downstairs and killing Carl. Either that or there's someone else in this house.
I used to think I knew what was going on, but there's no way any of us could have killed all of them.
Except there is one solution.
Oh?
It's you, Doctor. Of course it's the doctor. Who else would have the expertise to poison the wine? When things went wrong, you killed the detective, and you've since killed the butler, the journalist, my fiance, then the heiress, and now the gambler. You were the last one in the dining room before Vincent was killed, and Hans found you right above the body of Carl. John was with us the entire time, so unless there's someone else in this house, all the facts point to you. Frankly, I don't care if you killed the rest of them. It means you did kill Martin, and I can't forgive you for that.
Sophia, stop. What are you doing?
You stay out of this, John. I happen to like you better, so I'm gonna give you a head start. You're first.
Stop!
And then there were 4. Thank you, boy. One of you is the murderer.
Well, it's pretty obvious who that is. Only one of us had a knife.
There's no doubt that Miss Prescott here just tried to murder Miss Marshall with a knife. You'll be facing charges for that. But there is something bigger at work here.
You were dead. We all saw it. How are you here?
Whoever shot me needs to work on their aim. 8 people in a room and you can barely hit anything. I was moved to the 3rd floor with all the dead bodies. Then when I came to, I was able to move around as I wished in the dark. There, I witnessed all the key events of the night. One thing that doesn't make sense. Why am I here? Blackmail they had of me was bull. I never killed my mentor. For someone to accuse me of such had me curious from the start.
Get to the point, old man.
I've been listening in on every conversation, and I know why you were all here. There is one key event that links us all together. I know why you're all here. Mrs. Helene Capolino. Miss Marshall here knows that name, as she was the one who put her in the ground.
I never meant to hurt anyone. The procedure went wrong. It was an accident.
Don't worry, Miss Marshall. It's not just your fault. How about the driver who hit her in the first place? The journalist who put an innocent man in prison? Or how about the man who spent all the money in an Atlantic City casino? Logically speaking, you should all be arrested. Robbing a house is still a crime, boy.
All right, you said one of us is the murderer. Who is it, detective?
Well, you should know. It's you.
Oh yeah, why's that?
Let's recap the events of the night. The party starts at 7 p.m., but you arrive early, for you're the host.
Evening, Vincent.
Good evening, sir. Are you ready for the big night?
Couldn't be happier.
Your plan is simple. A small dose of cyanide in the wine will go undetected to the untrained noses. Everyone will eat dinner, they'll drink the wine, and then at the end of it, they'll all be dead. But then the caveat. This wasn't part of the plan, so you improvise. You turn the lights off, you grab your gun, a couple of gunshots will scare them off. Then you can pick them off one by one. You start with the butler, for he'll definitely rat you out, even though he works for you. You wait for Miss Scarlett to leave her hiding space, and then the cobra strikes. You rejoin the other guests. You have no suspicion on yourself. Once everyone splits up, you get back to work. You start with that pesky journalist. Then, you head upstairs through a secret passageway only you know about. At this point, Martin's already dead, but no one's found his body. Now you just need a distraction. Next kill. Crystal. She'll want to know what's going on. And then Hans, an easy 2-for-1. Final 3. You let them fight it out. For you know you can kill them at your leisure.
That's a wild accusation. But, okay, say I did do the murder. Why kill 6 people?
Revenge. What you told Miss Scarlett about your mother was true. What you didn't tell her is that your mother is Mrs. Helene Capolino. And she was murdered by the woman sitting right next to you.
Look, John, I'm sorry about your mother's death. We tried everything, but she was badly messed up when she got in. I'm sorry I couldn't save her.
Wait. Hold on. So that means...
Yeah, Sophia, it's me, Tony Capolino.
No, you're crazy. Was this also kind of sick game to get back at me?
No, it was justice for my mother's murder. You and Crystal had nothing to do with that. Dad wants Crystal's property, so he put a hit out on her. You were just another loose end. But, believe it or not, after all this time, I still have feelings for you. Still. But if you come with me now, I promise we could put all this behind us and live peacefully.
You will not be living peacefully anytime soon. Tony Capolino, you are under arrest for the murders at Scarlett Manor. You will not be seeing the light of day anytime soon.
All right. Well done, detective. The sun is rising, and the cops will be here soon. If I may, A toast to a good game. I may have lied about many things, but know this as truth. I respect you, detective. And yes, I know I will eventually find peace. To my mother.
To Helene.
To Helene.
To Helene.
Except, there's one tiny detail you missed, detective. The cyanide wasn't in the wine.
trail. Bad news and high heels made me go off the rails. But one look at her, she's oh so fine. I know I've got to make her mine. She's just my kind, I can't get her off my mind. She's my kind of woman, I need her so. Yeah, my kind of woman, I can't let her go. 5 feet of dynamite will keep me dancing through the night. You know, a black cat got nothing on a lucky man. Saturday night. New shirt, new shoes, no room for oversight. Well, I'll be cooler than James Dean, and she'll be hotter than Marilyn. When there's electric in the air, you better be prepared. She's my kind of woman, I need her so. Yeah, my kind of woman, I can't let her go. 5 feet of dynamite will keep me dancing through the night. You know, a black cat got nothing on a lucky man.